never been. Crack a window, we gon' smoke this endo. Saying that you still high from last night. You try to pass, trying to beware of the fast life. Kick it with the planes and it'll be your last flight. Yeah, OG hash, let you stumble to class right. The sex great, no I don't give her no half.
Hey, what's good everybody? This is Ced, and this is another one of my movie reviews. And tonight I will be reviewing the new comedy, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. So every summer there are a few different type of films that we are always bound to get. You of course are going to get your big action blockbuster films. You'll get a few romantic comedies. And you'll get a few horror films as well for a few scares during the summer. And then you also usually get at least two of the more adult themed comedies. This summer, as packed as it's been so far, has actually lacked in such a type of film. And for that reason, I was actually looking forward to seeing this movie. And let's jump right into it. I'll start off with the casting and acting. And right off the top, I will say the two stars, the two main characters, Adam Devine and Zac Efron, are great together. Their on-screen chemistry is very natural, I thought, and there are a lot of scenes where it actually feels like you're watching sort of a sketch-type comedies, you know, like Saturday Night Live. They play off of each other well. A lot of it seemed to be improvising, and it worked together perfectly, in my opinion. Also, the supporting cast was pretty solid. Anna Kendrick, also a Pitch Perfect alum, along with Adam Devine, does a great job. This is a very different role for her. Not serious at all. Just a completely different type of character from what we're used to seeing from her. And she does, I wouldn't say great, but she plays it well. It's pretty funny. And there are a lot of cameos from some other comedians you'll recognize, such as Lavelle Crawford. I will say that the plot of the film centers around the two stars' sister getting married. And she is getting married to the corniest black man that's ever been put on screen. And I don't think anyone would argue with me after seeing the film. And his character gets pretty annoying pretty quickly. But if you can get past that, I think you'll enjoy the rest of the acting. Of course, as I said, this is a rated R comedy. They make very good use of that R rating. I guess the best way to describe it would be a mesh between Wedding Crashers, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, which is one of my favorite comedies, and American Pie. It of course is hit and miss like pretty much any comedy now, but I do believe it was more hit than miss. When it misses, the scene kind of just, you know, falls to the wayside, and something happens right after that to make you completely forget it, and you'll be rolling over laughing. The film is paced very evenly, which is very rare these days, especially for comedies. Not only is it good pacing, but I thought it was a good length as well. It's barely an hour and a half, and you're laughing what feels like from beginning to end. A lot of WTF moments. Maybe a couple of them felt out of place or just weren't funny or didn't play well. But for the most part, those moments are going to have you sitting there with your mouth open and trying not to laugh too loud at the same time. As far as the writing and the script, I mean, you get what you expect, and I'm okay with that every now and then when it comes to a comedy. You don't have to try too hard. Just do what you know works, use the correct formula, and play well with the jokes and the gags, and I felt like that was done well in this film. And that's really all I have to say. I mean, it's, like I said, an R-rated comedy. There's not a whole lot to cover. If you enjoy the adult themed comedies running along the lines of the films I mentioned earlier, such as American Pie and Forgetting Sarah Marshall, you will enjoy it. Definitely a nice break, a little bit of a breather if you watch a lot of the releases during the summer, as I do. It's a nice break from all the action films and the more serious films, just to kind of chill in the theater and get a good laugh and kind of enjoy, you know, just some dumb fun. So my rating for Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates is, it is a solid rated R comedy. You know, definitely not a must see or anything, but like I said, if this is up your alley, go see it. It's worth the price of admission, and I don't think anyone would really be let down. And that concludes my review. My next review will be next weekend for whatever the hell is coming out. I can't even keep up at this point. We're getting close to Star Trek. I believe that's in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to that. But I will be reviewing something else next week. So until then, hey,